Summers, author of the best-selling books, Success by Failing Up, and Stop Listening and Start Deflecting, 101 Ways to Tell Someone How They Feel. Now, if you've ever had to deal with a stranger that's a real jerk, you're probably wondering, where'd this jerk learn how to be such a jerk? Well, they probably learned it here, and so can you. Today's guide is going to teach you how to be a jerk to a stranger. Let's get started.
Are you ready? Can I talk?
Yeah, what's the answer?
Do you mind?
I would like for you to answer the question.
Okay, it's very simple to answer.
That's why I asked it.
It's very simple to, you're a nasty person, I'll tell you what.
Don't tell anyone, but I like his style. Good evening and happy end of the world day to you. This week there's been enough going on in world events that you might be asking, how the hell are we still alive? Well, we truly don't care if you're still alive. So tonight we'll give you stunning, award-winning journalistic reports on what you're the collateral damage of, including the godfather of AI quits Google over the ignored existential risks that it poses. The Durham report concludes that Trump is exonerated from Russia collusion. Let's just bury that story. CNN tries to set a trap for Trump and he proceeds to light them on fire. Netflix goes woke with a Black Cleopatra and receives the lowest Rotten Tomatoes rating in history. Sea levels are rising in Oklahoma, and investigators into the Biden crime family are going missing for some reason. We'll get to that in a moment, but first, artificial intelligence is a growing concern among people who have a self-preservation instinct. They're concerned that AI will take over and present existential dangers to humanity. Little do these morons know, it's already happening, so there's really nothing to be concerned about. Yet in the latest, we're all gonna die from AI news, the so-called godfather of AI, Dr. Geoffrey Hinton, has quit Google. Having been brought on by Google a decade ago, he developed Google's AI technology, which led the way for garbage like ChatGPT. But Hinton quit Google because he has growing concerns that AI poses a horrendous risk to humanity, and also so he can speak freely about his concerns. He also says that he regrets his contributions to the AI field. But you should have nothing to worry about, as you've pledged your allegiance to Big Pharma, Big Tech, and Big Government, believing they actually have your best interest in mind. Your commitment to not admitting that you're wrong should have you believing that Google is a responsible steward of AI that would never do anything that doesn't have your best interest in mind. However, Godfather Hinton says that Google was a proper steward of AI until last year, but isn't anymore. But I'm sure your loyalty and mindlessly putting your health and well-being in the hands of big tech, remember all those fact checks you believe that have since been proven wrong, is much better informed than Dr. Hinton's knowledge of AI and his insider experience at Google. And trust us, on the small chance that the 100% likelihood of something going horribly wrong with AI actually happens, we'll be warning you about it after it happens.
Jimmy on the beat, boy. Okay, boomer, whatever you say, boomer. 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 B-O-O-M-E-R, please, your dusty mood don't vibe with me. You are old and so therefore I must say 10 for dinosaur. Okay, boomer, whatever you say, boomer. Okay, boomer, whatever you say, boomer. Okay, boomer, whatever you say, boomer. Okay, boomer. Okie dokie, boomer.
Oh my gosh. Are we here finally? Oh my gosh.
Finally! Oh my gosh! And it's not the Ghost of Oz; it's actual Oz. I was in studio with the Ghost of Oz for a while.
Yeah, I couldn't get my Chrome to line up on my Chrome Dome, so it was a drag. But you know what, Chanda? We're more on time than most people. So I need to have a
This
glitch
is
there.
true. I'm a very punctual person to a fault, actually, to where I drive people crazy because I'm neurotic about it.
Yeah, I get that way myself.
I don't know why I'm that way, and I don't even know where it came from. I'm gonna have to get a shrink on that one.
Yeah, I need a shrink for sure. I 24/7. How is everybody tonight?
Hi, Jax.
What's going on? What's going on? I know I see people duck in and out of here quite a bit. I think they might be running over to Misty's show right now. Bitch with Misty's over.
Bitch. I love Bitch.
She's over on INN if you guys are interested in seeing her kick off her show over there.
I'm glad to see she's back. I've actually gone over and hung out on there a couple times. I have a great time. I always have fun hanging out with Misty on her radio show.
Yeah, no, it's great. And, you know, some people like to, you know, say, hey, don't go on at this time if you're in the FAMs or that time. Not a problem, man. Go on when you can go on. That's the best way
Watch
to go.
when you can watch.
Yeah.
You know, and we watch so many good content creators, whatever journalists, whoever it is. And as busy as we are, I get them stacked up in my queue to where I'm like digging through them like, okay, I got to shower, so I'm going to listen to this for 45 minutes, and then I got to do the dishes. I'll do this, I have them running in the background because I feel bad. I can't watch it, I would love to be there every time Convo goes live.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've been putting a lot of time over at Redacted with Clayton and Natalie. They're doing a pretty good job.
I know. I think it's a pushback over on my show about those guys. And Whitney Webb freaking burned it down this week over there. And then she went over to Valuetainment, the PBD podcast, and killed it over there. No, they got good guests.
Yeah, they do. And I know they're recovering from Fox. I know they are. They moved to Portugal.
We're recovering from a lot of shit.
Yeah, everybody's got their stuff going on. So, hey, that's cool.
I don't fault you.
If they're trying to preach the gospel of actual truth, I'm all for it. I don't care where you come from. Just
exactly.
You want to shout out the chats?
I do want to shout out the chats. Let's see. I'm going to start over on the Rockfin because we love you, Rockfin. Kate. Hi, Kate. Kate's everywhere. I'm going to have to get into a habit of catching Misty. Yeah, Misty's fun. I love her radio because you can just pull up the radio player. It's tnt.radio.com or tntradio.com, I think is it. And yeah, you just let it play. Fred's hanging out. Hi, Fred. Thanks for tweeting us out, Fred.
Fred, what's going on?
Dirt Diggler, you have me cracking up in the green room. Thank you.
Is that really Marky Mark or is that Dirk Diggler?
Yeah, it's Dirt Diggler. Crone of Heresy's here. Let's see. Ronnie Graham. Hi, Ronnie.
Ronnie, what's going on, Ronnie?
I'm here. Accidental activist. I wish I could change that. I saw somebody else bitching about that. You can't change your username on Rockfin. And I used to be the accidental activist when I was an on-the-ground activist and active in politics. But I'm no longer that, and I can never change my name on Rockfin.
Yeah, no.
But most of you know who I am over there.
Yeah,
for sure.
I like Trailer
make
Park
sure.
Pundit.
Oh, Copeland. Hi, Copeland. And Jim. Jim made it in
Copeland,
for his
Morris.
welcome.
Jim, what's going on, dude? Jim.
You got the YouTubes?
Over on the tubes, we've got the regular troublemakers over there. We got Rad Angel, Kamshwari Kate, Popeye the Sailor, Midnight Karma.
Keep me cracking up on Twitter.
What's going on? Jilly Love. Hey, Jilly, what's up? Gamer. You see
Surprise,
Gamer
Popeye.
everywhere. There's Vic, Thurston Community Media.
Vic,
good
we
to
love
see
Thurston.
Vic. Yeah.
We're on Community Media.
We got a special show tonight that Thurston Community Media might like because we're going to do a lot of stuff in noir, black and white. We were going to do us in black and white, but we decided since we couldn't get the backgrounds to disappear that we just go with a little color and add to it. Anthony, good to see you, Anthony. Brother Anthony is always out there. And let me see who else we got in DC.
Eric.
Eric.
Hi, DC.
Eric. Where's Eric?
Eric T. Red.
Eric T. Red. Hey, everybody. Did you know that Eric T. Red is engineering for Max Blumenthal and Aaron Matei now?
Congrats.
Congratulations on that misery. I wouldn't want to do it, buddy. You got
don't let them work you into the ground.
You got more gumption than I do. I mean, I have to.
A lot of work, man.
I've been
That's
trying
a
to
lot of
grow
work.
back hair, but every time I do, Combo Couch
Go
says,
start.
Pasta goes, "Can you engineer for us?" Sure, no problem. So I love engineering for Combo Couch. Go start. What's good to see ya? Good to see you. Let me see. Who else we got in there? I think Shyla. I love that name.
Oh, you'll get it down, Eric. Yeah, you're a pro. You'll get it. First times are always rough.
Yeah, Eric. Yeah, just tell them to keep their panties on. You'll get to it when you get to it. And just straighten them out first, man.
Exactly.
You're doing a fine job over there, Eric. Do we have anybody over on
Chili.
the Rumble?
Welcome, Chili.
Rumble. I don't
Rumble.
even.
Kate's keeping everybody updated on the Rumble that is watching, but no, I don't see the chat moving. And let me see.
Hi,
I
Rumble.
wanted to join.
Hi, Rumble.
I want to join the Twitch chat.
Yeah, join the Twitch chat. We can 15
I see us live on Twitch, but there's the chitch. The Twitch. So it says the Restream bot is actually working there. So
really,
which chat is this? Kate asked, which chat is this? It is the Twitch chat, Kate.
The Twitch chat. Oh, cool.
Welcome to Twitch, though. We actually have viewers that are showing up over there, so why not log in?
Well, good. We appreciate it.
And are we on Twitter tonight too?
We are on the Twitter. We are on the Twitter.
Hey, Twitterverse. What's
behave
up,
yourself.
Elon?
You don't want to make Elon mad, so or you.
Elon would love me. I'm a blonde. Are you kidding? He's got a thing for blonde.
Yeah, good. Make sure you go see Elon. Make sure you kick Amber Heard out of there if he hasn't.
I was watching something today on Elon, and I was like, the only conspiracy. Well, I'll get to it. We'll get to it. We got lots of Elon stuff in the deck.
Yeah, we got a fun deck tonight. Like I said, a lot of it's in black and white, and all of our producers are in black and white with a hint of color. It's like a fine wine or fancy cooking and stuff. So you added something to our PayPal.
This was a last minute addition. You caught it. So yes, it is Return of the Baggage Snatcher. If you guys didn't see.
Oh,
another charge, another airport, another bag. This time they
did
got
it
him
again?
for a bag that I think this is old stuff. I think they're going reviewing tapes and catching all the stuff that he did before. I could be wrong, but that's my guess. And they got him for snagging bags at Reagan Airport, Reagan International.
That's a problem. He's going to end up like.
I just want to say, why would you do that to your side? I don't know. It's a mental illness, obviously. Kleptocracy, right?
Didn't Stranger Things mom? Didn't she have a klepto problem at one time? Keanu Reeves' wife.
Right? No, they were never married. Well, maybe they might have been married, but not for real. I don't know. She obviously got help for hers, but I don't know if that's comparable.
She was in court. She made like some $1 million donation to something.
I watched that. That was good TV back in the 90s, man.
Yeah, it was. God, am I dating myself again?
Okay, boomer.
Okay, boomer.
Okay, boomer.
You look nice tonight, Chanda.
Thank you. You look very fresh and popcorny.
Thank you very little. Thank you very little.
Yeah. I love the bow tie, though. You kind of give me Hunter or Tucker vibes. But who was that guy who said I was going to snap his bow tie the other day?
I don't know. But in honor of the James Bond theme things, I had to bring the bow tie in. Bond. Do you guys, here's something that I know you guys hear all the time. Can anybody in the chat say where they hear this quote the most? Power concedes nothing without a demand. It never did and it never will. Frederick Douglass. Anybody in the chat know who quotes that quote the most? Just throw the name up there in the chat, and I think that's an easy one. Orwellian. Thanks, Ghost Star Orwellian. Oh, yeah. Anyway, while you're...
Popeye got it.
Yeah.
But that's what I said, Anthony. I go, they all say that. What are you talking about? Because I've heard Cornel West quote it. Jill Stein's quoted it. Bernie's quoted it.
Well, and Jimmy's hair's starting to turn gray and red at the same time because of all his friends that backstabbed him on the COVID thing. He tends to quote that for Force the Vote. Where justice is denied, where poverty is enforced, where ignorance prevails, and where any one class is made to feel that society is an organized conspiracy to oppress, rob, and degrade them, neither persons nor property will be safe. Frederick Douglass, abso-frickin-lutely. So what do we got on tap tonight, Chanda? We've got this.
We got fumbling Joe Biden. This thing actually makes me sad.
This does make me sad.
Poor woman.
I don't know the total thing around this, but usually Medal of Valor are given to the mothers and fathers of troops that have lost their
servicemen
lives.
that have
lost their lives. But as what happened when Cindy Sheehan got the one from George from W, I think this is probably similar, but maybe a little worse. But check it out. I'm going to kick down the sound because I don't like the laughing. So here we go. I really, I don't know what to think about that, Chanda. What do you?
Well, I do, because I study body language constantly, and the look that she gives him, it was more like, I sacrificed whatever she sacrificed for this award, this medal, and this is what I got. That's the deflating of it, the looking at it, the kind of the shrugging of, that's what I picked up from it. So, if she sacrificed a child, and this. And you described it best in the green room with the most visuals. So go ahead and say what you told me.
I can't remember because I'm a boomer. What did I say?
You said, can you imagine his dentured breath in her face? And I was just Oz, God.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. I was thinking about what he said. He probably didn't even remember the name of the service member that he was doing it. And that would have, I couldn't. I couldn't. I was thinking when I saw this originally, it was a great honor to go to the White House and accept anything, especially a Medal of Valor award back in the day. At least that's...
Has it been since Bush or maybe Clinton?
Been.
I don't know.
It hasn't been. And it probably should have been a long time before that because, all these phony effing wars that they get everybody into. But... I got to tell you that...
Halliburton needs money.
Yeah, I'm going to run it again so people can see it if they missed it the first time. It's really short, but here we go. Both of them. Yeah, that's really...
I don't know. Maybe you had a leaky diaper and they were smelling.
Oh, God, it's terrible. Terrible.
You never know when you're talking about Biden.
I have no respect for that guy at all. So,
not that it doesn't, there's a lot that don't.
No, I really don't. I don't. And, this latest thing, and we'll talk about it later, about sending more weapons of mass destruction. Anyway, America is what?
America is Hillary laughing at murdering Gaddafi. Albright saying killing 500,000 Iraqi children was worth it. Bush killing 1 million people based on a lie. Obama shrugging off torture program and droning, I would add. And Trump bragging about dropping the biggest bomb. Endless war, coups, and sanctions. That is America.
Yeah, and that is not what should be highlighted by the likes of Hillary Clinton. We came, he died, and she laughed. It was horrible. Horrible, horrible.
He's so horrible.
Chanda, I haven't said this enough lately, but I'm all for impeaching the entire Biden-Harris administration. They're a train wreck, and I don't know who's going to do any better. But what I do know is I don't believe Trump had us anywhere close to World War III, that this administration didn't.
Well, no, and Oz, the problem stems by the fact that the Clinton machine has had a stranglehold on many facets of our state. Altogether. She had the State Department. She's got control over the FBI. We've seen that, the deep state, as we refer to them.
Right.
And I liken it to the days when J. Edgar Hoover had control of the FBI. Everybody knew Hoover was, building files on everybody and corrupt as can fucking be, but nobody could get rid of him, right? I mean, nobody, no fucking president. How many presidents did Hoover go through? Like 9 fucking presidents or something. Nobody could get rid of him. And I feel like we have that same problem in our government now. We can't get rid of the goddamn Clinton machine that's got a stranglehold on both sides of it, because it's the same people that come in from the banks, Goldman Sachs, and we saw Obama's cabinet, right? So ultimately, that's where this is coming from. And so, I mean, all they do is shuffle their paid politicians through those seats, but ultimately it's them that has the control. I don't know how we shake that loose and get rid of it. It's not like we can wait for him to die, because that's not going to change it.
I have no clue either. I mean, it was suggested by Robert F. Kennedy in a couple of interviews that to change the government, he said the Democratic Party isn't the problem, or they're not the bad people. It's who's running the Democratic Party. And I'm thinking, Robert, what are you even bothering? Because they're not going to let you get in there at the top to change all of it, because they've got a death grip on it. They would rather have...
they can't, and they don't want to go anywhere, Oz. Oh my God. Do you know how irrelevant Ro Khanna would be without being on fucking MSNBC and Fox every goddamn day, spewing lies to the American public? He would have no identity, and that's the problem. They hold on for dear life and do whatever it is to stay in that freaking seat of power. Oh, I won't get invited to luncheons anymore. I won't get invited to parties and balls. No,
it's all about being in the club, period. You know, and I want to get into something that Glenn said later about that, about what we do here. Farron on TV. Hey, I'm sorry I'm late. Love you guys. We love you too, Farron. Thanks for the super chat. So much. Very kind of you. We hope you're feeling better. Better. Stick around. We have got a hell of an outro tonight. It's 3. We got a 3 for James Bond. And I just like the effort they put into the music back then for these James Bond shows. Whether you like the misogynist Bond or not, the music was really good. So Chanda previewed it before the show, so she gave it a thumbs up, I guess.
It's good. It's good. He definitely got his boomer on, but it's really good.
It's good. It's good. And you brought this. This is FBI in color.
Yeah, we're definitely going to take a
I already checked it. We're good. We're good.
Oh, we're good?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Play it. This is funny. The FBI in color.
Next, the FBI in color.
It's like a football team going in the locker room.
Well,
oh my God.
I'm happy to report that the U.S. Secret Service just tweeted out that in a come from behind victory, the Secret Service defeated the FBI 6-5 in its 4th annual charity lacrosse match.
Lacrosse. Lacrosse.
And they took pictures of all 50 members of the elite law enforcement agencies playing in a friendly rivalry, highlighting our strong partnership.
What happened to just having a softball team? Jesus Christ. You go from the poor people in their tore up shorts and underwear and shit playing softball on a Sunday night to lacrosse with the FBI.
Yet again, the FBI got their ass
Oh my God,
kicked.
there's your tax dollars at work paying for lacrosse teams. Every deep state. That's
Everybody
hilarious.
knows the Secret Service is better.
So what's happening, Chanda? I love this reface of you, by the way.
Thank you. There's some marvelous ones on the deck that you and I both did. So yesterday I saw Jimmy Dore was trending, and I always love it when Jimmy's trending, and he trends a lot. But I never noticed that he was trending in business and finances.
What the hell are they trying to?
I don't know.
Are they trying to set him up again, or what's going on, man?
That's why I was like, what? Okay.
He owns a house in California. He's a millionaire. Jesus.
Damn
Christ.
him. How
Damn
dare
it, Jimmy.
him be.
Damn it. Let me see. One of his old friends was punking him because he had a Beamer. I wouldn't want a Beamer. I think they're too much to get them fixed if they're
They are
broke.
too much to get them fixed.
Jesus Christ. Shoot higher, guys. Shoot higher. Speaking of Jimmy Dore, I had to bring this, and I'm not gloating or anything, but I really appreciate Jimmy catching a couple of my tweets once in a while, because I don't run my tweets like everybody else does. But now when he's talking about Bernie exposes what a fraud he is over Medicare for all, and mine was the first tweet out of the gate. He didn't mention the name because it's Land of Oz, Beauty and the Boomer too long. He just said, this guy said, fool me once. And he pointed that out on his show. And Jimmy, he said, I got quite a few views. I didn't know I had over 180 views on that, or thumbs up.
Good.
So
that's good.
That was
Nobody ever sees our tweets. So
no,
that's good.
so that was
Good
nice.
for you.
Thanks for the promo, Jimmy. And I hope to get on there a couple more times, because we really appreciate Jimmy's humor and his entertainment and everything else. So thank you for that, Jimmy. And thank you for putting me in front of other people. I really appreciated that. That was very kind. Very quiet, Chanda.
No need.
Anyway, that was great. Now we've got your favorite here, yours and mine.
Well, that's why I moved that post up, because I wanted to bring this Jimmy clip, and I thought, well, we can't talk about Jimmy and not bring the fact that he called you out yesterday. So
that was nice. I appreciate it.
Yeah, this is Adam Shit and Russiagate.
Adam Shit. Let's
Adam
hear
Shit.
what Adam Shit's got to say.
Talking about the Durham report that came out that is revealing that Russiagate was a complete hoax made up by the Clinton campaign and the FBI, and they lied to get it done. So Adam Schiff, there's no bigger liar than Adam Schiff. He claimed he had evidence, and now when people ask him for that evidence he claims he had, he never produces it, but he just keeps talking. So here we go. Let's just watch Adam Schiff's lies.
In which the Russians offered help, which we know they did. The campaign accepted help, which we know they did.
So he didn't know any of those. Those two things he just made up. The Russians offered help, which we know they did. He didn't know that. The exact opposite, right? So Trump is the liar. No, they're the liars. And then he said they took the help, which we know they did. He didn't know any of that. He's just lying.
It's a complete lie. If you read the Mueller report, there's barely any Russians. There's barely any Russians at all. In fact, the Mueller report says that the Trump team didn't have any pre-existing contacts with Russia after they won. So some Russian government officials were trying to get in touch with the Trump campaign, but they didn't know who to call because they actually didn't have any contacts. So this from Schiff is a straight up conspiracy theory. And him and his party are constantly accusing all their opponents of being conspiracy theorists. There are no bigger conspiracy theorists and no more dangerous conspiracy theorists than Adam Schiff and everybody he's in alliance with in both the Democratic Party and the media. They are the conspiracy theorists.
The Russians then delivered help, which we know they did.
There is circumstantial evidence of collusion. The case is more than that, and I can't go into the particulars, but there is more than circumstantial evidence now. So
And he never produced any of it. He always would just say, and I don't know if you know who else did that. He had a similar tactic. Senator McCarthy would say that. I have a list. We have information. And then he would never, and then he's doing the same thing. Here we go.
On more than one occasion that you've seen ample evidence of the Trump campaign's Russia collusion. Last March, you said you had more than circumstantial evidence of treasonous collusion with Russia.
I've certainly said that there's ample evidence of collusion.
Can you agree that there has been no evidence of collusion, coordination, or conspiracy that has been presented thus far between the Trump campaign and Russia?
No, I don't agree with that at all. I think there's plenty of evidence of collusion or conspiracy.
But we do know this. The Russians offered help. The campaign accepted help. The Russians gave help, and the president made full use of that help. And that is pretty damning.
Reviewing the evidence that I have.
So he Again, all made up, never, and he'll never have to pay a price for that because, as we've learned at this show, that when you lie at the behest of the establishment, which is what that is, there's never a price to.
Never a price.
Which pisses me off because we have lived this most gigantic, enormous lies for so many years now, since 2016. We have been telling you Russiagate is bullshit. It's bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. There was never any collusion. WikiLeaks fucking proved that to you. We knew where those came from. You know, we showed you who was, I can't say it on YouTube, messing with, you know, our system back in 2016. It wasn't the Russians. It was the DNC. We told you that. We showed you that. We proved it in 2017, 2018, 2019. I mean, we've been proving it over and over and over. The Mueller report. I mean, yeah. And is anybody even talking about this in mainstream media?
No.
Hell no. They just shoot it down. I did hear that Jake Tapper was the only one who really was like,
they want
well,
him to be fired.
Trump,
they want to fire him. They want him fired.
Oh my God, how
that.
dare him tell the people some truth. That's a blatant truth. But people still wholeheartedly embrace as the fucking truth. I had conversations today with people who just flat out like, nope, I reject your theory. That is nope. That
Durham was working for Trump. Durham was Trump's man.
Off. Yeah, he got paid for that. Like, and the guys at the FBI, they got paid for that. Like,
bullshit. Yeah. But bullshit. From what I understand, Durham has a reputation that's phenomenal with both parties. And
well, they said that about Mueller, too. Remember the Dems loved Mueller when he got appointed.
Yeah, I think Durham's got a better reputation than Mueller.
Right. Well, they hate him now.
Yeah.
He didn't get any indictments.
Obviously, they didn't get to him. So there you go. I have a throwback here. I put this throwback tweet up next to your tweet.
Mine's a throwback too, but I wanted to remind people that Hillary Clinton suggested Russians were grooming Tulsi Gabbard for a third-party run after she called her a Russian asset.
Well, she's going to pee her panties when Robert F. Kennedy picks her as VP running with him, maybe, huh?
I don't know. I don't know if that'll happen. There's a lot of talk out there like that.
I'm not calling it. I'm not calling it, but
I'm not calling it either.
But that's it's a possibility. And you know, when you think about it, Lady Gag, nothing more beautiful than everyone putting their differences aside to help humanity in the face of catastrophe. One America Appeal, October 21st, 2017. You know, you've got war criminal, war criminal, war criminal, war criminal, war criminal. Whether you like it or not.
Oh, these are probably some of the better people she hangs out with. Remember, we've seen her spirit cooking with Brima Bramovich.
Oh, my God. The blood lady?
yeah. The blood painting, paint with,
yeah. That's pretty twisted.
Pee in a bucket and mix it with all this nasty stuff and then paint on the walls.
Yeah.
That's the shit they do.
That's the privileged management class. They can go out there and use real blood to paint with. What do you got? Is this from Kim? Did you bring this?
I did bring in Kimmy.
Okay, Kimmy. Kimmy's been doing a pretty good job this week, I have to say.
Kim always does a great job, but yeah, she's been on fire this week.
Getting involved, they were like, when are we going to do this? When are we going to do this? They asserted that they would prevent Trump from becoming president. As discussed throughout this report, our investigation revealed that the stated basis for opening a full investigation to determine whether individuals associated with the Trump campaign were witting of and or coordinating activities with the government of Russia was seriously flawed. Again, the FBI's failure to critically analyze information that ran counter to the narrative of a Trump-Russia collusive relationship exhibited throughout Crossfire Hurricane is extremely troublesome. The evidence of the FBI's confirmation bias in the matter includes at minimum, the following information that was simply ignored or in some fashion rationalized away. And then he actually goes and gives a long list of evidence that they had countering the idea that Trump was somehow a Manchurian candidate for Russia. They had a long list and they ignored that. They ignored all the evidence. They just went with this stupid conversation in a wine bar between a volunteer Trump campaign person, a volunteer, sitting there at a wine bar, getting drunk, talking, and then meeting also with some guy who's now disappeared. Nobody knows what happened to him. And maybe that guy was a nefarious character. Maybe that guy was trying to do something and get involved in the Trump campaign somehow or get information over to Trump. Maybe. But George Papadopoulos took the fall, ended up having to serve some time. I think it was like 12 days, but then he ultimately ended up getting pardoned. And it was for, they couldn't really find much on George Papadopoulos. And then this whole thing spurned the entire Mueller investigation. I mean, think about that.
I think about that like I think about J6.
Yeah.
It's
well, and what do both have in common? I mean, the FBI they're saying the FBI had no reason at all. If anything, they had reasons not to. Yeah. They had so many other facts out there, and they decided to run with this bullshit rumor of gossip that they heard in a fucking wine bar. and so the FBI, not credible. And then J6, we're finding out because of the whistleblowers this week that the reason they can't release the J6 video footage that we know there's a shit ton that they have archived because they went and gathered everybody's, right, is because there's a bunch of agitator provocateurs in the goddamn crowd, even though they lied to Congress and said, oh yeah, no, we didn't have anybody there on the ground.
Yeah. I heard their
corruption was pointed out this week.
Yeah, I heard they had a lot. And there were some people defending
a lot,
it.
like most.
Like a lot more than 3.
Yeah,
but,
right.
Yeah,
more than few.
Yeah, there were people defending the FBI. And I said, are you kidding me? You're defending the FBI? Oh, yeah, they already said they're going to investigate it. And I said, who's going to investigate it? The FBI is going to investigate the FBI? I mean, oh, no, Congress is going to do that. Well, how does that work out when they have an investigatory committee investigate something that's part of the government? That's funny.
The government always investigates itself.
Now, you brought Michael Tracy. Are you kidding?
I know this is a double whammy. This is going to piss you off. This is Michael Tracy going up against Sam Cedar back in the very beginning days of Russiagate. This is due dissidence. They did a great job of tearing this down. And I know I'm sorry. I had to do it to you.
That's okay. Michael, the beastie, Michael Tracy. And yeah, Keaton and Russell did a very good job on this. I want to commend them. Credit where credit is due. But, you got 2 of the worst shitbags on screen right now that I can think of. I can't stand either one of them.
That's why I had to do it to you.
Do you agree that Glenn Greenwald, who also is a big, has a similar critique as yours, and Matt Taibbi, that
those two
there
guys
should have been
right about
an
everything, and I'm wrong
investigation
about everything. Yeah,
launched
should there be an
with
investigation
Robert
launched?
Mueller. Because if you think there was no reason for that investigation, then people are going to understand at least where you're coming from here. And I'm just curious if you did do whatever, think that there was a reason to have the investigation of the special counsel.
Well, the special counsel investigation we now know was launched on false pretenses because the impetus for the investigation
at the time, let's put it this way, at the time,
can I complete the thought? The thought? The impetus for the investigation, according to all the Democrats who heralded Robert Mueller as this valiant saber.
The Democrats did not appoint Robert Mueller.
But
irrelevant. You know that's irrelevant. You know what
okay,
he means.
But
and they
were heralding the appointment of Robert Mueller. They had Robert De Niro playing Robert Mueller on SNL. Oh, Robert Mueller's the shark in the water. He's coming for you. They made this TV detective hero character.
Well, they did a whole Christmas production number.
Yeah.
About Mueller to All I Want for Christmas Is You.
That's right. They made him out to be this gumshoe. No one evades the grip of Robert Mueller. Then when Robert Mueller comes out, he testifies. They wheel him out. He looks like fucking Stan's grandfather from South Park. That's who Robert Mueller actually was. But they built him up into this folk hero. All right,
it looked like Dianne Feinstein.
Right, looks like Dianne Feinstein. Yeah.
Him vociferously as the person who is going to hold Trump accountable for his purported conspiratorial relationship with Putin that came to be characterized as collusion. That was the whole reason why Democrats were so adamant that this investigation had to be launched.
Who appointed Robert Mueller?
My point
Who
is,
appointed Robert Mueller?
Again, not the point.
Rod Rosenstein.
Who cares?
I don't
Such a
absolve Rod
dumbass.
Rosenstein at all. I don't absolve any of these security state officials that Democrats and MSNBC decided that they were in love with over the past 2.5 years.
See, this is another
because
pattern. They tried to, at every turn, because this Russiagate story was so transparently ridiculous and stupid, the libs tried to disown it as it was happening. Like, as you would own them, as they would take an L, they would try to disown the story. Oh, well, wait a minute. Wait, you know, who appointed Robert Mueller? Who appointed Robert Mueller?
Yeah, trying to walk back on the shit. Yeah.
They did try to walk it back like that. Oh, well, we didn't choose him.
Yeah, it's not about what's in the emails. It's the fact that the Russians worked with them to hack it and all this other shit. Look at the emails. They're pretty, you know, any honest to God Democrats that really actually read those emails would know how corrupt the party is at the top. So
Exactly.
You brought
exactly
Bill Barr
Well,
here.
I decided I'd go get who did hire Mueller, appointed Mueller, and of course that was Bill Barr. And this was his take just 2 days ago when the Durham report dropped. And I thought, well, yeah, let's go hear what he has to say.
As Attorney General, you launched the special counsel John Durham probe. Critics say the Durham report fell flat. What's your response?
Well, I launched the Durham probe not as a criminal investigation, but to get to the bottom of the whole the genesis of the Russiagate scam. And the people who were criticizing it are the people who perpetuated the big lie of Russiagate and advanced that false narrative, peddled it to the American people, and did immense damage to our country, to our institutions, including the FBI. And you know, it's curious that they would say that a investigation that exposed the big lie they were involved in fell flat. Now, they may be measuring it on the grounds that there were no prosecutions or none of the big players were prosecuted. But I've said all along that's dangerous to get into the business of saying that the standard is how many people you prosecute, because the object here was to find out what happened and to tell the story, to get to the bottom of it.
What is the legacy of the FBI's 2016 Russia collusion investigation and special counsel Robert Mueller?
Well, the immediate impact of it, obviously, was to hobble the administration, which was unfair to a newly elected president who legitimately won the investigation. And it divided the American people. It turned a lot of the American people against the FBI and raised serious questions about the FBI. It crippled our foreign policy. It didn't allow us to do the kinds of things we had to do with Russia over the 4 years of the Trump administration, and in some ways really paved the way for Ukraine. And I think the media played a huge role in this.
Huge.
Huge. And he's right. It did pave the way to Ukraine. It was a softening up. We didn't hate Russia in 2015 or 2016. We had great relations. We had tons of sister cities going on, you know, a lot of travel there. My ex-mother-in-law at the time, she went to St. Petersburg. You know, she absolutely loved it. Russia was starting to open up really to the West is what was happening. And that all fucking changed with Russiagate, 100%.
Well, yeah. And that was big about Russia because after the coup in Maidan, where they, you know, I don't know how you still extend the olive branch if you were Russia. I don't see anything in there that Bill Barr said was over the top or not calm and well thought and well spoken. Do you? I'm not a fan of the guy, obviously.
Right, I know, and I agree. That's why I was interested to see what he had to say after all this time. You know.
Now, did you bring this one of Adam Schiff? Is he being the same? Is he?
This is your United spot for the night.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Come on, guys. We need some new ideas.
Well, why don't we just show everybody his 33,000 deleted emails and smash government phones?
Because those are Hillary's.
We can show everybody his laptop and the videos of him smoking crack and the text messages he sent to his dad.
No, we can't. Because those are Hunter Biden's. Well, can't we just do a fake dossier?
We already did that. It didn't work.
Can we wiretap him and spy on him? We did. That didn't work either.
Can we do the Russia thing again?
No, we can't do the Russia thing again.
Ah, what about Stormy Daniels?
We already did that?
Well, can't we just impeach him again, or is that just weird?
No, we can't impeach him. Look, guys, it's time we face the facts. Trump is gonna be president, and there's nothing we can do about it.
Well, what if we just lied about him?
It's actually not a bad idea.
I feel pretty, oh so pretty. I feel pretty and witty and right.
Those guys are terrible.
We'll just lie about it because that's the reality of what they're doing.
Oh yeah.
We'll just lie about it. We'll just lie.
Just lie about it some more. Now is this Biden Feinstein here? Is what's going on here?
This is a great compilation of Biden making sure everybody know who's actually in charge.
Oh, okay. We need to be reassured of that because I still don't know who the hell's in charge. Oh, I really do.
I get up in the morning, look at Jill, and say, "Where the hell are we?" But I want to thank every single person in this room for leading the way in that fight. It's a critical fight. It's about democracy. It's about freedom. And I also want to thank my buddy Kamala, who I work for up in the White House, for leading on this issue.
Wait a minute.
And I also want to thank my buddy Kamala, who I work for up in the White House. I know well, celebrating Diwali about a few days ago. It was also Kamala's birthday. She turned 30. And happy birthday, great president. We know your mom's always with you.
He didn't mean that. You just say the word, I'll keep going. Go!
Last week, President Harris and I stood in the United States Capitol. But all kidding aside, of course, President Harris is a proud Howard alum. To take the vaccine once it's available. I took it to instill public confidence in the vaccine. President-elect Harris took hers today for the same reason.
You through?
Not even close. Because we believe that speed and efficiency must be matched with fairness and equity. Now, when President Harris and I took a virtual tour of a vaccination center in Arizona, stable and prosperous and resilient and secure is what we're all seeking. And that's why I asked President Harris to travel to the region last August.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Vice President of the I just said that to make you laugh.
She's lying. President Harris, who I work for up in the White House.
So I think maybe it's just like a mistake, right?
We don't make mistakes. We have happy accidents.
I love Venn diagrams. I really love Venn diagrams.
Oh
you know, the circles, right?
The circles.
Usually.
That was terrible.
bad.
Oh
That
my
was
God. We are
terrible.
doomed. We're doomed. We're doomed,
We
I
are
say.
doomed.
This is a shorty. What is
Freudian.
this? What is this? A short clip here or what?
This was a warm welcome that the Bidens got this week, and yeah, they're loved. They're loved. They're polling so well.
You're lying to me.
Yeah.
Were they saying fuck Joe Biden?
I think they were saying fuck Joe Biden.
Oh wow, it wasn't let's go Brandon anymore.
It
It's
wasn't let's go Brandon. It was straight up fuck Joe Biden.
I want to
They
say
looked a little uncomfortable. Hunter's doing the
Yeah.
God, and Jill's hiding her face. Yeah,
I
they did
mean,
not look like they were enjoying.
I've got to
themselves.
second that motion. Fuck Joe Biden. So there you go. There you go. What do we got here? What's going on?
These are from our beloved little. I don't work for the Democrats. I don't work for the DNC, but I got paid by
Harry.
some freaking
Harry and crew.
Harry Sessions. Yeah, Harry and crew. I didn't bring the crew because the crew's been busy too. But for all the Republicans attacking John Fetterman for wearing a hoodie and shorts at a press conference, why didn't you do the same when Ted Cruz wore gym clothes to the Senate? Such hypocrites.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So do you think that there's a direct link that from the DNC that sends him a message or sends him like, okay, these are your bullet points that you're going to get out there and tweet about today? I mean, there's got to be a back and forth where they're
Fetterman?
dictating. No, to Harry.
Oh,
I don't
to
think
Harry?
Harry's smart enough politics-wise to know what the fuck he's supposed to be supporting or not supporting. Somebody inside the DNC has got to be, or the subcontractor company that works for the DNC has got to be telling him.
They've got a couple of handlers that take care of.
Oh
it,
yeah, he's
so.
totally got handlers.
Yeah,
He doesn't know this shit.
I thought
Come
you were
on.
talking about Harry and
Fetterman's definitely got handlers. Come
Yeah,
on.
well, yeah, I know.
I don't care what he wears. He's got handlers.
I don't know what the hell, but he should get his money back for that chip that Elon put in his head because it's not working.
Yeah, it's malfunctioning. But I want to know, in that picture, you had Bernie standing next to Fetterman. I wonder which one knows more of what's going on there. Because I don't think either.
God.
Let's see. Western news media exists to administer propaganda. Well, yeah.
Yeah,
God.
Caitlin. Yeah, you say it all the time. I'm glad that you keep saying it because she's telling the truth. And one of these days,
Always.
people catch on to the fact that the truth is kind of nice to have.
No, they won't. They have such deep rooted cognitive dissonance. I can't even tell you. I just run into it constantly online now.
Well, here's part of that Sisson clan there, right? Those are the
Yeah, that's the same kids. That's why I pulled this slide up. I
Yeah.
was like, oh, Oz brought them too.
Yeah, and they're doing it to me, Shanda. This is a weekly thing now with 666. Look at that, 666.
I told you they were evil.
They're coming after me. They're coming. But it was quite distressing when this one came in right behind it. Oh my God! This came.
Let it go. You have to let this go.
I pull. You know what? I swear it was a matter of minutes that I switched over to that. And you know how these things grow. In real time, it'll start clicking up. But when I land on the damn page, it's a 666. What the hell is the universe telling me?
Do you need an exorcist?
Oh,
I think you might
I'm
need an
gonna need
exorcist.
something,
Can we get Oz an exorcist, guys? I got some sage here. I'm gonna burn some sage.
Wait,
Maybe get those bad
how does it
666
go?
vibes off you.
May the power of Christ free you, and they throw like vomit on you or something
may
like
the power of Christ compel you.
Compel you, yeah. Where's Crease at? I need Crease. Oh, he's dead. I'm sorry. God, yeah, Shanda, what's going on here? I'm just like all over the place. We've got this one right here. I wanted to talk about briefly. Biden set to announce new military aid for Ukraine after meeting with Zelensky. This is from This is from yesterday, I think. Yesterday.
Yeah, Amber sent it to me while I was on air, and I actually didn't get to it yesterday. But yeah, they're gonna send over a bunch of F-16s, right?
And military armored vehicles, anti-tank weapons, in anticipation of months of hard fighting ahead. Now, didn't the Russians just finish them in Bakhmut? And they've taken it over. I saw them running around putting Russian flags all over the place today. So
I heard somebody, was it a military, some military guy, retired general or something, describe it as a fucking meat grinder. Like, we're just shoving shit down this grinder. Everything we send over there, they're just tearing it up, eating it up. It's broken. It's run down. There's nothing. There's no parts to fix it. There's no fucking ammunition for that vehicle. So we got to use a different vehicle. I mean, that's basically. So we're just shoving shit into this grinder.
I read somewhere, credible source, that the Ukrainian troops, they used like half of their standing troop in that region, and they lost them in Bakhmut. So that took a big chunk out of them. The loss of life is incredible. And I'm almost thinking
we won't know till years afterwards too, right? And then those will be the numbers they tell us. We'll never actually know the true numbers.
No, you never will. Like Vietnam, every week they come out. They said,
all of them.
Yeah, Vietnam, they came out and they said, 10,000 Vietnamese died this week. And then the next week it was 5,000, then 3,000 and stuff. By the math back then, my dad did the math, there wouldn't be any people left in Vietnam if those were actual real numbers.
Right.
So don't know how that worked out.
There's always been propaganda.
Yeah, let me get this straight. You're afraid of refugees coming to America and killing you and taking your property? I think that's a great meme. I
agree.
Another Russian official warns Western countries face enormous risks if they supply Ukraine with F-16s. And again, is this like poking the nuclear bear? Is that what that is?
Yes, we are so close. We are closer on the nuclear clock than we have ever been to total nuclear annihilation. And we want to talk about sending this over there, right? Like, oh, let's push, Russia towards nuclear engagement. But let's not talk about what happens if that actually does happen with the casualties that we will see. Nuclear fallout, nuclear winter, we'll starve those who live. Like, it's so insane.
Well,
we don't conflate the two. Why don't we conflate the two? Because one equals the other. Like,
I'm beginning to.
Nukes are good.
Remember all the segments that you've done on these beautiful bunkers that the rich people have been building for years?
You remember that? Yeah, for like a year. I was obsessed with DUMBs.
And I thought it was because of catastrophic climate events. Obviously, they're bomb shelters. Obviously.
Yeah, no,
and do they know something we don't know? I don't know.
They absolutely know something we don't know.
Well, that being said, on this particular slide here is impeach Biden, impeach the entire administration, because the possibility of them canceling the elections because we're in the middle of a nuclear war.
Marjorie
maybe.
Taylor Greene is on top of that. Didn't you hear? I didn't bring it, but yeah, she announced that she was going to file impeachment that day. I don't know if she
with
did,
the FBI possibly working for entities that are government officials.
Oh yeah,
exactly. I would bring them too. I don't care what you say about Marjorie Taylor Greene. I got called the Marjorie Taylor Greene lover over on Facebook the other day, and I was just laughing, like, whatever. Yeah, well, the worst thing you can be called is a Karen lover. So, what's the first thing you? Here's Chanda with all of her emotions about thermonuclear war. I don't know. Can you go through these? What's the first one there, Chanda? That's like what? And the second one is, well, I don't know. The third one is, hey, how about it? The third one's, the fourth one's, oh, no. And I'll let you do the next line.
Yeah, I think I'm just contemplating it. Wow, that's crazy. And really?
Really?
That's what it comes down to, really.
And then you've got the hey there. And, oh, you're so sweet after that. What's the bottom ones? I don't think so. And there's another, you're so sweet. You look good there. You look really good there.
That's a good reface.
Yeah, I love that. We're going to have to keep that. Do you guys like the Chanda reface there? Can you guess who she's refaced on? That's the big thing. Anybody in the chat?
I can't. So lay it on us.
Yeah, I'll let the chat guess who's that reface there. So, I know who it is because I did it. So I can't say. So what do we got coming up here next? You brought
the happiest place on earth.
Oh, the happiest place on earth is tell me this isn't that Disneyland thing, please.
Yeah, did you see it where they were beating the crap out of each other so they could be the first one to take picture in front of the Disneyland,
I've seen more scuffles and fights at Disneyland than I care to. Here we go. Let's take a look at it.
Are you recording?
That's just sad, disgusting.
It is sad. It's terrible out there. People are losing their minds for all of the above reasons. Rim, you're close, but no cigar. It is not Madonna. And I really appreciate you trying to guess that one. It is Elizabeth Montgomery. And just for the record, I
should have guessed that.
Yeah.
I know you got a thing for her.
Well, and Chanda refaces very well on Elizabeth Montgomery, on Honor Blackman, and a few others that I really prefer to reface her on because her face fits. So that's
if the face fits, wear it.
If the face fits,
that's what they say at the CIA.
Wear it. We have Yum Yum from Linda. Linda, our executive producer, she stayed with the black and white theme. I didn't seem to be able to do that myself, but here we go. This is great. She's doing a wonderful job with the Yum Yums.
German bug enters the U.S. in 1947. Beetle's bite is aphrodisiac. The bite actually happened in Germany in 1946, when the U.S. military tried to keep one of their soldiers from seeing his German sweetheart. The beetle gobbled up the imposed distance between the lovebirds, allowing them precious moments together. When the soldier was discharged in 1947, he brought the bug home as a souvenir, the first Volkswagen Beetle in the country. Americans have referred to the little dome-shaped car as a love bug ever since.
Oh, that was a cute story. I like that.
That was a cute story. I won't shit all over it because it's a bug.
Very nice. Thank you, Linda. You're killing it with those things. Doing a great job.
Cute. I didn't know that, though. I actually did not know that's how it got its name, Love Bug.
Yeah, I didn't either. I thought it was from Disney. So
I did too. I thought it was from the Disney movie.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Learn something new every day.
Stick around, everybody. We've got a great Sabby Sab segment coming up and some news about Sabby Sabs and where she's going to here. So here we go. You brought this one, and this is, or did I bring it?
You brought this one. I don't know what this is, so you tell me.
Okay. This is the White House press secretary, and I think she's having a bad day.
Well, it's Ducey and Pierre, obviously.
They are always dueling. Maybe we should get them horses and those big jousting things.
What is that? Yeah, sexual tension, maybe, huh?
Maybe. I don't think so.
If the border is secure, as the administration has said, then why would we need to send 1,500 active duty U.S. troops down there?
Senorita is full of shit.
Thanks, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow.
Got it! Got it!
Honestly, I'm trying not to say.
Looks could kill.
I'm trying to not say guys because guys is Crystal. Honestly, I didn't vet that to make sure that it was in context with his question and the look, you know. I usually do, but it's funny anyway if it didn't happen.
It's still funny. The look on her face. Yeah, if looks could kill, man.
Yeah. You brought this.
I grabbed this one from Garland Nixon this morning. Let's see. Nothing to see here, folks. Radioactive cloud threatening Western Europe, Russian security chief states. So, yeah. Depleted uranium munitions destroyed in Ukraine. And, yeah, they say there's a cloud moving towards Europe. But, hey, they're liars, and that's propaganda. So nothing to see.
Yeah, I'm surprised that Russia has kept their cool as well as they have when the UK is sending the depleted uranium over there. Go ahead and send it there.
We've been doing it for a freaking while. I mean, I'm always listening to Scott Ritter, and yeah, we've been doing it. And this is the result. This is what's going to be the end result of it. And what does that ultimately look like? It looks like crops not growing. It looks like people getting sick, you know?
Yeah, babies with 3 heads. Yeah, it's horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Sure.
The birth defects from proven over the years of using that's a war crime in itself, depleted uranium, as we all know.
So much war crime going on in the world.
You brought this?
I don't know where this was seen at, but Russians stopped Napoleon. Russia stopped Hitler. Russia, please stop America. So German farmer appealing to Russia on May 9th. So this was in Germany.
Oh, and you brought this one.
Post 9/11 wars have contributed to some 4.5 million deaths. Yes, if we go and you add up all of the accumulated deaths that resulted from that, that's what you're looking at.
Yeah,
I just thought that was interesting. Like, yeah, if you put it, that person puts it in perspective.
Yeah, it does, and I would say it's even more than that. Just
ultimately, right?
Yeah, ultimately. Sabby Sabs. Now, if Eric's still in the room, he's going to say, "What news?
Wake up, Eric. Wake up.
What news? What news? What news?" Eric, this is just from my mathematics that I've been doing. You notice right there the amount of subs she's got. She's got 39,000.2 subs over there at Sabby Sabs Podcast. And I have been advocating that people sub and subscribe, and let's help boost Sabby up to 50,000, 50K by July 5th. Well, today is the 5th, May 20th, 5th month. 20th. So we've got a little less than 2 months to get her up to 50K. Now, she has been growing the last couple of weeks.
She's growing fast.
Yeah.
And that's how it goes. Once she hits those bigger numbers, she'll shoot up really fast when she hits the right algorithm.
Absolutely. The last couple of weeks, she's been jumping up quite a bit. I think from last week, and I wanted to show it here if I can get it open here really quick, just really quickly. She was at 38.1, I believe. I just want to check it to my math. And the reason why I'm so adamant about this is I don't usually follow and push to grow somebody this way. Now, 38.1. She was at 38.1, and now this week's 39.2. So that's 1,100 subs,
1,100,
right?
yeah.
So
1,100.
if we can keep this up, she should easily hit 50,000. So. But don't fall on your laurels, guys. Let's get Sabrina up to 50K by July 5th. And that's when I'll shut up about it, because Sabrina is easy to listen to. She does a lot of great work, great research, and she comes out with a very good, solid opinion. I agree. I think
if I want to know the lowdown of what's really happening with something that's going on, I'll go check out what Sabby's saying.
Very, 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 very good work over there, and she's got a pretty good engineer too. Eric.
It's true.
Here we go. This is Sabrina, and she's talking about how we're all going to get Medicare for not really.
Maybe try that bill when you have a majority in both houses next time. Quiet part out loud. I mean, I think people kind of see through this, right? Right? So, Robert Durden, got to give him props here. He's a part of Indie News Network. Robert Durden say, did you all notice that the squad started talking about Medicare for All again the instant they lost the House?
Yep.
Do you see the game they play? They refuse to force a vote on Medicare for All when they have leverage in Congress. Then they pretend to fight when that leverage and control is gone. 100% frauds. And he's right. This is what they do, this little song and dance. Let's try to fight for things when we don't have control of the House because we know it's not going to pass. And what kills me, I think, is for people really saying, listen, you wanted them to push this. Now they're pushing it, Sabrina. But the reason why they said they wouldn't force the vote is because it would not pass. But they're willing to do it now, and they still know it's not going to pass. Listen, I was not born yesterday. This is a joke. And I don't want to hear it. Do not come to me and just say you need to give them some type of credit. I'll give them credit when they do something that makes sense. It does not make sense now. You said no to this for force the vote because it wouldn't pass. Now you want to do it because it's election season and you still know it's not going to pass. No.
Absolutely. And I appreciate the way Sabby credited Robert Durden. With that credit, I want to credit everybody else in our chat here and across the country who said the same goddamn thing Robert did at the time of what that happened. It's the damn election cycle. They pull this shit all the time. And if you haven't figured it out by now, you're lost. So anyway.
They need talking points. They need to say that they fought for you here in the next couple of months especially coming into 2024. So if they throw this out there, they can write a few letters, have a few get-togethers, a few fundraisers, and say, look, we fought for it. And they might even push it through the House. I could see them pushing it through the House because I want to say it cleared the House last time, or they got pretty goddamn close. But the Senate will never fucking touch it. And Biden has always said he will veto or he will not sign any freaking Medicare for all bill that comes across his desk. So, this is all just so they can say in a year, we fought for Medicare for all.
You didn't fight
Bullshit.
for shit.
When we actually had leverage and could actually put some pressure, no, you didn't fight for it. You all weenied out. I know, because I was actually physically in the streets marching for Medicare for all, and there wasn't a goddamn one of you anywhere to be found from coast to coast.
Yeah, for Jayapal and Bernie, those two, that's really rich. Really rich.
Exactly.
Yeah. Did you say weenie out? They weenied out? They weenied out.
No.
I haven't heard that term in forever. Everybody, did she say they weenied out? I think she did.
Did I say weenied out? I probably did. I use that term occasionally. It's a term that we like to use in the trailer park.
Well, it's much more polite than what I would say. So
I'm trying to learn to replace bad words with other words to be a little bit more palatable, I guess.
Yeah, since we're never going to monetize anyway, but we do need to I especially. Shanda,
I still have no filter. But
I've got my Joey's going to start washing my mouth out with soap for me to remind me. So what do we got here? We got the Canadian creep up here. What the hell is this all about?
Yeah, Mr. Go Woke.
Okay, here we go. Helps if I hit the right button.
Too woke? Hey, Pierre Poilievre, it's time for you to wake up.
Cheers from a crowd of dozens as crews removed the statue of Sir John A. Macdonald from City Park in Kingston.
The monument of Queen Victoria at the Manitoba Legislature has been taken down during a protest on Thursday.
On the Ryerson University campus, the statue of Egerton Ryerson, the school's namesake, has been knocked over.
Churches across the country have been targeted in a series of vandalism or arson attacks in recent weeks.
He was fighting a fire at an historic church in Bourneville.
Instead of there being Mother's Day celebrations with cards like this one at a Quebec school, parents will be the center of festivities after teachers at La Chanterelle School in Quebec City made the controversial decision to replace Mother's Day.
Shows them wearing bike shorts, a blonde wig, and tight tops over abnormally large prosthetic breasts in the classroom of
His passport is back in the news. This time, though, it's got nothing to do with delays. The passport is getting a makeover.
The images are changing. The images on the pages inside that represent Canada. So they're changing. Think more natural landscapes and wildlife, less monuments and historical moments. So we'd like you to...
we would like to say people kind, not necessarily mankind.
Oh my God.
There we go.
Woke has one purpose, only one purpose. Plenty of pretexts, but only one purpose: control. It is designed to divide people by race, by gender, by ethnicity, by religion, by vaccine status, and any other way that they can divide people into groups, because why? Then you can justify having a government to control all those groups. No more woke.
I don't know, Shanda.
Yeah, that's Canadian for sure. But did you know how many woke policies there are out there that these huge companies like Anheuser-Busch and Adidas and Nike, they get credits for the way that their hiring practices are, it's not equality. Inclusive, but they have it's a term for it, and I'm going to do my research into it and do a report on it, because it's fucking mind-blowing when you see why they're doing this. This isn't our society has changed and evolved and this is what's happened. No, this is an agenda that is being pushed onto corporations by those who created these scoring systems, and that's what they are. They're scoring systems, and they go through corporations and they give them scores for each category, and that they get points for that. And
Well, they get rebates for it?
Yes, they get rebates. They get contracts. They get access to contracts based on what they're getting. Yes, it's so gross.
All right. Do we have what is this cream of bullshit? Tell me it's not The View.
This is our cream of bullshit section.
Is it The View?
And no. Well, it's Sunny, but don't worry, you don't have to hear Whoopi.
Okay, as long as I don't have to hear Whoopi. Here we go.
No, there's no Whoopi, I promise.
All right.
I think that was a business decision. I think that CNN has lost so many viewers at this point, and they've defected to MSNBC and other places, that they want a chunk of that Fox News viewership. And they got a chunk of it and then lost it immediately. So now you have CNN, which used to be, in my view, an extremely credible organization.
What did you say?
So now you have CNN, which used to be, in my view,
an extremely credible organization.
You serious?
Now, too many see the protests as the problem. No, the problem is what forced your fellow citizens to take to the streets. Persistent and poisonous inequities and injustice. And please, show me where it says that protests are supposed to be polite and peaceful.
More than 50 former senior intelligence officials, they said a disputed set of emails from Joe Biden's son, Hunter, remember the ones published by the New York Post, they have all the classic earmarks of Russian disinformation operation.
No shit. And surely the kid, Nick Sandman, he doesn't seem to be afraid, but he did make a choice, and that was to make it into a standoff. That was not a good choice.
Ouch. And by the way, I think President Obama also had a lot of TV star power, and that helped him pre-Trump. But Trump is more evidence of this. And looking ahead to 2020, one reason why I'm taking you seriously as a contender is because of your presence on cable news.
Michael Avenatti. Jesus Christ.
An extremely credible organization.
I think we have to stop coddling people when it comes to this.
Where's
and
Don
the vaccine
Lemon these
You
days?
can't shame them. You can't call them stupid. You can't call them silly. Yes, they are. The people who aided and abetted Trump are stupid because they believed his big lie. The people who are not getting vaccines, who are believing the lies on the internet instead of science, it's time to start shaming them. What else? Or leave them behind. Because they are keeping the majority of Americans behind. And as we always say around here, facts first.
Apparently that is not correct. This is CNN, the most trusted name in news.
Oh, I love that clip.
That's not right.
I'll tell you what, CNN should be ashamed of itself.
That's a great clip.
Oh, that was good. Yeah, the most trusted name in news.
God, that's a good soundbite of that. I couldn't find that for the life of me.
That was. Yeah, no, that is.
And you've got.
Well, Adam Schiff's in trouble, so they rolled out the Crypt Keeper to protect him and guarantee he gets a spot next year.
Well, scheming over a Senate seat, Nancy Pelosi's office now denying a report that claims her daughter is helping out ailing Democratic Senator Dianne Feinstein in order to help Nancy Pelosi's buddy Adam Schiff win Di-Fi's Senate seat next year. The nearly 90-year-old Democrat senator has been facing intense pressure to resign amid a flurry of serious health problems that call into question her ability to serve. Pelosi's oldest daughter has been spotted pushing Feinstein around in a wheelchair around the Capitol. And Politico says it's not a coincidence. An unnamed Pelosi family confidant is quoted saying, if Di-Fi resigns right now, there's an enormous probability that Barbara Lee gets appointed. Thus, it makes it harder for Schiff. Team Pelosi swatting down the report with this very concise response, quote, no. But other Democrats think it's time for Feinstein to step aside.
But it's sad for anyone to see, and it's
Of
sad
course.
for her colleagues to see. I'm hopeful that people who are close to her
tears.
can talk to her and just say, look, end your service with dignity, step aside, let the governor appoint someone. And now it's just painful. It's painful to watch. And
Just
my
like you
hope is-
are.
I know there are people who are close to her. I don't think it should be forceful. I think they should have a loving conversation
Oh, my
about
God.
it being time.
So go, yeah. Dianne Feinstein claims she hasn't been gone when she was asked about her lengthy absence from the Senate. No, I've been here. I've been voting.
Sure she has. In the fishbowl. This is really great. I love this.
New transcripts show that Schiff knew that there was no Russian collusion, but lied anyways. The man should be kicked out of Congress for lying to the American people. Who is with me? I agree. And people's most dishonest man alive, little Adam Schiff. Lying.
I
rat
love
bastard.
that. That's a beautiful mock-up. Wouldn't you like that to be real?
That's
oh my
funny.
gosh, that would be great. And you torture me tonight. You bring on
Roe
Michael's.
was on Roe the con man was on a kick this weekend. Here he is again.
Oh my God, I need a barf bag.
Congressman, let me start with you.
And he brought his friend Robert Wright.
We have on again, off again negotiations.
Double trouble.
We have about 10 days. We have a call for Republicans to come over and sign on an effort to just get this vote passed, a clean vote passed, and we have discussions about the 14th Amendment. All of these are remarkably serious things. What's the state of play?
Ollie, it sounds complex, but it's really pretty simple. We don't negotiate about whether we pay our bills in America. We pay our bills. Democrats did this when Donald Trump was president, and now President Biden needs to pay the debt. And this is not Congress against the president. This is Congress trying to abrogate what past Congresses have done. Past Congresses that said,
They're saying turn
pay
it
this
up.
money, President Biden needs to pay it. We had a discharge petition saying basically President Biden pay the debt. 210 Democrats signed it on day one. 2 other Democrats are expected to sign it Monday. That gets us to 212 with one person we still have to convince. We just need 6 Republicans to sign that, and I think there's going to be growing pressure for them to do that.
Bob, I want to ask you about the constitutionality of this, because this is actually in the Constitution. It's not an abstraction. The 14th Amendment says America has to pay its debts. Even if it weren't in the Constitution, one should assume that's what you do. And a country does not pay its debts. It is in default. That's the worst kind of stuff. You have high interest rates, you have inflation, people leave your economy. But even if this went to court, your thought on this is that there are a lot of originalists, textualists on the Supreme Court. The Constitution says what it says. You have to pay your debts.
The Constitution says what it has. I mean, I have my Constitution right here.
Oh, good.
I can read it to you. The validity of the public debt of the United States shall not be questioned. If you have an originalist on the Supreme Court who says we've got to go exactly by the words of the Constitution and we've got to understand where those words came from, then the president is clear. The president has a constitutional duty. He has made and taken an oath of office to follow the Constitution. And anybody who says otherwise is not paying very much attention. The economic calamity that would ensue failing to pay our bills, not honoring the full faith and credit of the United States, has never happened before because we've never had a default before. People may be confused about this, Ali. I mean, some people say, well, we've had government shutdowns before. Yes, we have. In fact, I've been through government shutdowns in my capacity as a government official. They're not pleasant. They're not nice. But this is different. A default on the debt of the United States means that the full faith and credit of the United States around the world, to all of our creditors, all the bondholders, all the people who are expecting to get Social Security checks, none of
wait
them
a second,
will
asshole.
be
He's
safe.
lying. He's lying.
Wait a
He's
second,
flat
asshole.
Lying.
Yeah, yes. And all I want to say to that Social Security check, then why in the actual F is he pouring billions of dollars, keeps pouring it into Ukraine? Why does he do that? Why are the billions of dollars going to all these other countries?
Bills, and they act like they're, you got to pay your bills like you pay your bills in a house. That's not how our fiat system works at all.
I can't get a debt ceiling line of credit. What the hell are you talking about, you moron? I'd like to see Richard Wolff kick his ass all over the stage.
I used to love him. 2013, 14, I loved Robert Reich. And now I'm just like,
the light.
I am like, and I saw the light on him very early when he told us we had to vote for Hillary Clinton. I was like, yeah.
Oh my God.
And I love how he has his Constitution right there, but it looks like just a piece of paper. You can actually see mine says.
Yeah, I know. You carry that around. That's.
I beat people over the head with it.
I used to think that Republicans were the ones that carried the Constitution around in their pocket. I think everybody should have that. They can use
you better know your damn rights.
Well, no. I mean, you can just use that if you run out of toilet paper anymore, because that's what they're doing to the Constitution.
They've already done that with the Constitution. So prior to 1913, Americans kept 100% of their paycheck, which isn't actually true because the Revenue Act of 1862 first imposed a tax of 3% on individual incomes over $800. So Americans were already used to paying a little bit of taxes. But 1913 is when they came and just took it straight out of your paycheck.
Well, hell.
Fun fact.
Fun fact. And you brought this. At first, I thought this was the new coins that they had for the king and queen. I said, Chanda, don't do that to me. I've seen it everywhere.
This is called facts. The first slogan on the U.S. coin was not "In God We Trust," but was actually "Mind your business." Yeah. We should have mind our own business, shouldn't we have? And Democrats are fighting for the same billionaires the Republicans are fighting for.
Hell yeah. It's the uniparty, baby. So don't ever think it isn't. Now, we got our second United spot. Is that what this is? Here we go.
Okay.
Come on, guys. We got to figure this out.
We need a house speaker.
I have house speakers in my car.
I'm just happy that the metal detectors are gone. Come on, guys. We need to work together.
Are we still, going to get paid?
Obviously.
Oh, good. I'm almost broke.
Aren't you worth like $29 million?
No, I'm only worth $200,000.
Yeah, right.
I'm serious. Google totally fact-checked it, so you know it's true.
You're like a toilet that won't
flush.
I know.
I got a good idea.
This should be good.
What's that supposed to mean?
Boat?
It means whatever the hell you want it to mean. So, it could mean banana? Are you calling me stupid?
No, I'm just saying your elevator doesn't go to the top floor.
Well, that's because I'm scared of heights. What is it? What's what?
You said you had a good idea.
Oh my gosh, I said that out loud?
How are you in Congress? You're not even on a gun.
Because I'm like an Instagram model and I used to be a bartender? Duh. How are you all in Congress?
Well, I vote for Democrats 46% of the time.
I yell a lot. I totally tweet all day.
I tweet too.
I carry a gun. I got a podcast. Okay, wait a minute. What does Congress even do?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Well, we give money to Ukraine.
We do other stuff. Like what?
It's actually a pretty good question.
Oh my gosh,
Come on,
you
guys,
totally want to
let's
take
go.
it? Is this science?
Kevin, are you a Republican or a Democrat? Nobody's ever asked me that before.
I think Kevin should be a Democrat. I always thought he was a Democrat.
It's me too.
I got it. What if I totally run for Congress?
Shit. that was good. I love that. I love that.
It's funny because it's true.
Love that. You brought this?
I'm not an anti-vaxxer. I spent 37 years trying to get mercury out of fish. Nobody calls me anti-fish. I spent 37 years trying to get pesticides out of food. Nobody calls me anti-food. I'm not anti-vax. I just want good science, robust science, independent regulators, and safety. I'm not anti-vaccine. People call me that because it's a way of marginalizing me. It's a way of making people think I'm a crackpot and keeping me silent and censoring me. Robert F. Kennedy Jr.
Yeah,
And
Crystal,
see?
show him where he's wrong. Show him where he's wrong, Crystal. Come on, Crystal. Guys, I'm going to show him where he's wrong. No, you're not. Guys, I love that. I couldn't figure it out for a minute over there on Jimmy's show yesterday, but Steph started with the guys shit, and I go, oh my God,
Oh my God.
There you go.
Funny.
Here it is.
That's my secret to longevity. Yeah.
Smoking.
I do the exact opposite of whatever Gates, Fauci, Soros, Fink, the CDC, the WHO, the WEF, Biden, and the UN want me to do. And that right there is the truth.
You know what? And I think that you've got something there. We've got our second yum here.
Yum.
Linda, you're killing it. You look great. They look beautiful. Very artistic.
May the 20th be with you, if you're for high-flying firsts. On this date in 1927, Charles Lindbergh pilots the Spirit of St. Louis on the first nonstop solo flight across the Atlantic Ocean and first ever nonstop flight from New York to Paris. The 33.5-hour flight featured no bathroom, no wee bag of peanuts, nor any other amenities, and somehow Lindbergh lost his own luggage. 5 years later, on this date in 1932, Amelia Earhart departs from Newfoundland in her Lockheed Vega airplane to become the first woman in the world to pilot a non-stop solo flight across the Atlantic Ocean. Although Earhart landed 15 hours later in Northern Ireland instead of her intended destination of Paris, she flew her plane backwards and in high heels.
Hell yeah. Backwards and in high heels. That's how it gets done.
That's how it gets done. You brought the butthurt report. What the hell?
Well, I've decided I'm going to add this to our personal back channel. So anytime you feel butthurt, go ahead and fill it out. And don't forget to put in the date of hurtfulness and what caused the butthurtness. Was it someone's posting, or was it an offensive picture on the internet? Was a tissue needed? Yes or no? Will you be able to move past it? Not sure. And then your reasons: I'm an idiot, I'm a crybaby, I'm thin-skinned, I'm a little bitch, I want my mommy, I felt picked on. So yeah, go ahead and pick which one you would like.
God, that's brilliant. I should have had that a long time ago
I'm a
in my
prude.
working days. That's
It
terrific.
wasn't my joke. Yeah, that's funny.
Love it, love it, love it. You've got a couple of great memes here, or one at least.
I can't really. Oh, I can see it once up on the big screen. So yeah, I see business as usual, and no, why can't I say that? And no, none of our corrupt government officials are going to jail.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
And this one is Obama wants to kill me, to take away the freedom of our country, to take away free housing, our free medicine, free education, free food, and replace it with American-style thievery called capitalism. But all of us in the third world know what it means. It means corporations run the countries, run the world, and the people suffer. Is that Imran Khan? Is that who that is? Oh, no, that's Muammar Gaddafi.
Oh, it's Muammar Gaddafi.
Muammar
That's exactly what
Gaddafi.
they did to him.
Yeah. What did he? Yeah. Just another one here. I got triple clobbered this week, so I got another one here. I just want to point out the 666, the sign of the beast. Is
You
all
need an
over.
exorcist.
I
swear.
need an exorcist.
I'm going to send you some salt and some sage, and we're going to get you cleaned up and stop that 666 stuff.
Yeah, I think so. Just make sure it's not the same barber that Keaton got his hair cut from.
Okay.
So, sorry, Keaton, I had to call that out. I always pick on Pasta for his hair, so.
Yeah, you do. Poor Pasta.
What
You make
is
him
this?
cry.
What is this? Is this paint?
Yeah, this is China. Check this out. This is crazy.
Wow, that's a good idea. No.
Why not?
No.
I like this. He's
That's great.
stapling them. He's stapling leaves onto the tree.
Is Biden coming or something? No. Oh, good God. At least make it look good. Thanks, Bill. We appreciate that. Bill Gates.
I love that they're stapling leaves onto the trees. Okay, we don't need them. We'll just staple them on.
Honestly, one year I did paint my Christmas tree. I painted it black, and I put a very beautiful red tree topper on it. Nobody would come into my family room.
And you wonder why 666 haunts you.
I know. I've been poking the mark of the beast bear for years. It's finally payback time.
Yeah.
You brought this one. This is great.
When someone tells me it's not ladylike to swear, absolutely. And never underestimate the power of stupid people in large groups.
Speaking of stupid people, you brought a couple of clips here. So what is this all about? Is this Chink?
This is a quick update from Chink. You know, giving you a quick update. He's a newsman.
Stop being shocked. There's a new poll out showing Biden losing to Trump by 7 points. Of course! Mainstream media says jaw-dropping, shocking results. The only people who are shocked are you people in Washington. Biden's polling at 36%, 56% unfavorable. What part of that is unclear? But if you go to D.C., they all say, Biden is so amazing. He's like the greatest president ever. You know, he's got more bills passed as LBJ, FDR, etc. Guys, you're the only one who thinks that. You're in an alternate reality bubble in Washington, D.C. The rest of the country does not like Biden. Why? He passed the COVID relief bill. That's when he was the only time he was popular, because that actually went to the average American. The rest of his bills went to corporate donors. We're on to you. We don't like Trump either, but that doesn't make Biden popular. How about Democrats pick a popular candidate? And the only way to do that is someone that actually represents the American people. I know no one in the establishment wants that, but the rest of the country is dying for it. Otherwise, as you see from this poll, God damn it, Trump's gonna win.
Why?
See, he's not a shill. He's actually calling the Democrats out. He's a cool guy. He knows what's going on until he tells you to vote for Biden in 2 weeks.
That guy flips like a stack of pancakes, man. He'll be telling something different next week, and it's just what the hell ever. This is.
Oh my God!
What did you bring here? What's going on?
This is funny. The FBI discovers a building full of dangerous extremists organizing acts of terror across the country. Oh shit! It's the J. Edgar Hoover building, FBI building. And I had to put Marilyn down there. She's saying hi to her friends at the FBI that might have turned her lights out for her.
Oh, good job. Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Well, Jax Page gave some love to Johnny Graz. Never bombed at Zanies.
Yeah.
RFK Jr. will likely win every primary vote he's in, just like Bernie did. And then somehow Joe Biden will be declared the winner each time and awarded 100% of the delegates. If you aren't prepared to fight against outright election theft, you might as well drop out now. I agree, Johnny and Jax. Nice high five. But there's more. Fiorella Isabel, if I were a serious presidential candidate, I would know that the Democratic Party admitted in court of law that they can literally change the rules and decide who is their nominee. They're a corporation. I would know about the DNC fraud suit. I wouldn't pretend otherwise. And Jax says to Fee, this is 100% spot correct here. Run within the DNC is a complete waste of time. Which of these would you not put on your burger? Well, the DNC would be number one. Which of those wouldn't you put on your burger?
No DNC on my burger. 7.
7. You wouldn't put onions? You don't like onions?
I absolutely detest onions. I
Well,
will not eat anything that has onions in it.
Well, that's good. Good to know. I should have known that from before because I think I made you burgers here. And
yeah, I probably didn't put onion on it.
Yeah,
sure.
Next time I won't even get near onions. I wouldn't put.
A lot of people don't like pickles, for sure.
I love pickles. I love pickles. I probably wouldn't put the bacon on because I can't handle it anymore. But that's about it.
I love bacon.
Yeah.
Oh, this is making me hungry.
But
move on. I didn't eat before the show. I'm like,
I would put the mayonnaise,
burger.
mustard, and ketchup on it. That's kind of a necessary thing. So
yeah, it is. Fake, yeah, that looks like fake cheese. I would definitely get rid of the fake cheese. I'd only do real cheese, man.
Yeah, definitely real cheese.
Fake shit around me,
Yeah,
man.
absolutely. Now, what's Gavin Newsom doing now? Is he burning
I just
down?
want your opinion on this one. This is the homeless situation and how it's encroaching on the schools. So go ahead and let's listen to it and give me your opinion.
Parents are concerned because the city of Los Angeles is apparently not enforcing an ordinance that was issued to protect students.
My concern is just
safety for the students and for the families.
A legitimate concern for parents because Larchmont Middle School on the Selma campus is sandwiched in between two homeless encampments, despite a city ordinance that prohibits camping within 500 feet of a school.
I say that's the California way.
And at least this staff member at Larchmont Middle School thinks children can learn from this environment.
Thinks children can learn from this environment.
How?
I think it's okay. I think it's all right for them to be around. I mean, our students, that's life, right? I think it's okay for them to see things happening in real life as long as it's safe for them.
Oh, really?
One guy with a hammer was chasing and swinging at another guy.
Witnesses describe a wild scene at this homeless encampment at Selma and Schrader in Hollywood.
It was like a whole Fight Club situation. Like, these people are pretty wild.
I mean, our students, that's life, right? I think it's okay for them to see things happening in real life.
Fire her.
I'm not kidding. You can't make this stuff up.
Well, what do you want me to say?
Should kids be learning from, hey, it's okay. The kids, they're used to seeing it. They got to get used to seeing it. Don't hide it from them.
I'm trying to put this in one sentence. This is the harsh reality of social conditioning gone wild. This is, I don't want them to see it, but I do want them to see it. I'm mixed here. Because
I had the same feeling. I was mixed on that. That's why I didn't give you opinion either way. I wanted your opinion on it because I felt mixed on it too. I'm like, well, yeah, it's a reality, and I don't want these people just thrown in jail because they have nowhere to go because of fucked up policies. And it's not definitely a lack of money because we're dumping money. Everybody's dumping money into homelessness.
The people who should be taking care of this should be thrown in jail because they're in dereliction of their duty. And that doesn't mean throwing people in jail. That means finding housing for them. And treatment and everything else instead of pissing away billions of dollars on world domination and getting more people killed in other countries. So a little bit harsh on that. You brought this.
Yeah. Workers of the world, unite. No, stop working. Yeah, that's what it comes down to. Well, AI is going to make that possible anyways.
I thought that was great. Stop working. I mean, if I go back and do it again,
you know what I realized I forgot tonight? And it's the first time in years we don't have a Stoner's Corner because we've moved the deck. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry, guys. That's the first time we haven't had a Stoner's Corner in probably, 3 years?
All right. Everybody who partakes right now, take a puff or two. Smoke some weed, okay? That'll make up for the slide, okay?
There you go. Thank you. I've got some good ones. I'll bring you guys one on Tuesday to make up for
Okay. We've got a hell of a show planned for next Saturday because it will be Hot Summer Nights kickoff. So look forward to that. You've got an Elon here? I love these refaces here. That's great. You're hitting me in the face with the pie.
Yeah, just listen to his pause on this. It's so psychopathic, but yeah, go ahead, play it.
Do your tweets hurt the company? Are there Tesla owners who say, I don't agree with his political position and I know it because he shares so much of it? Or are there advertisers on Twitter that Linda Yaccarino will come and say, you got to stop, man. Or, I can't get these ads because of some of the things you tweet.
Psychopathic pause, man.
He really waited that long to respond.
And then he quotes Princess Bride. He's high.
Princess Bride. Great movie.
Great movie.
True, but that's hardly common knowledge, is it?
Where he confronts the person who killed his father. And he says, offer me money. Offer me power. I don't care.
So you just don't care. You want to share what you have to say.
I'll say what I want to say, and if the consequence of that is losing money, so be it.
Damn!
I'll say what I want to say, and if the consequence of that is losing money, so be it.
I'm only burning my half.
All you care about is money. This town deserves a better class of criminal.
I miss you.
I'm gonna give it to him.
Wow.
Oh, he is the better class of criminal. And yeah, that is either his Neuralink was shorting out there,
Yeah, I think
or
so.
he had some serious edibles of some kind on board.
Or, yeah, well, maybe it was the earpiece, the attorney saying, don't answer that question.
Yeah, I brought you just a 30-second follow-up to it.
All right, here we go. If I can get it to go. Make it go, Chanda.
Go, Jones, go.
I mean, you do some tweets that seem to be, or at least give support to some who would call others conspiracy theories.
Well, yes, but I mean, honestly, some of these conspiracy theories have turned out to be true.
Yeah.
Which ones?
Well, like the Hunter Biden laptop.
Hunter Biden laptop.
Yeah. So, that was a pretty big deal. There was Twitter and others engaged in active suppression of information that was relevant to the public. That's a terrible thing that happened.
Alex Jones vindicated.
Yeah, vindicated. Jones is always.
Now you
so
brought
good.
these. I got to tell you, you're making some great thumbnails, Chanda. They are really.
Well, I thought I'd stick with the theme this week, so that's why they're on the deck. I did the whole Noir theme this week.
Yeah, that's a beautiful one. That's good. Who'd you
Thank you.
reface on? Is that Lucille Ball?
No, I don't think so. I'm trying to remember who it was. I don't think it was.
Now, who's
Lucille
this
Ball.
one? You don't remember who this one is?
Marlena Dietrich. I don't know.
Could be.
Could be. Yeah, I don't know.
This was kind of cool. It was in black and white. I thought that looked pretty good. For the.
Yeah, no, it does look good in black and white.
Hollywood, go fuck yourself. We're just about out of here, but we got to do a little
Hollywood can go
segment here.
fuck yourself.
Yeah. I don't see a lot of positive, nice things coming out of people, particularly the critical drinker. He's kind of smarmy, but Michael J. Fox, Variety said, knows a Back to the Future reboot is inevitable, but he doesn't think there needs to be one. Do you do what you want? It's your movie. I got paid already. You're going to find a better way to tell the story, ? And Critical Drinker says, as if I didn't respect Michael J. Fox enough already. That's for sure. I mean, the remakes and reboots of movies that already killed it out of the gate. Stop it, guys.
Yeah,
Just
stop it. Yeah, don't ruin it. Don't ruin it.
Don't ruin
Leave
it
a
like
classic.
you've ruined Star Wars and Star Trek and all this other stuff.
They didn't go remake fucking Gone with the Wind 5 years after it dropped, 10 years after. Don't. Classics are classics, and Back to the Future is definitely classic.
You brought Dr. Drew, huh?
This has been coming across my radar a lot. So apparently Dr. Drew went on some damn TV show and was pretty much like misdiagnosing or acting like he knows what Britney Spears' issues are. And so he's getting smacked around by the board for, he never has treated her. He's never seen her. And he's like talking about how she's a crackpot and she's got problems here. You don't do that when you're a doctor. I know I have lots of doctor friends, and they are very careful about the advice they give, what they say about people. And yeah, he deserves this shit.
Lawsuit. Oh, well. Oh, well. And we have last from our executive producer, Linda. We've got a Would You Rather, and she did the audio for it. I love that,
Nice.
Linda. Keep it up.
Oh, my fan died. Damn.
I guess I can't fire this up.
It won't play?
She didn't share it to us. Ah!
Oh, yeah. It's cute. It's saying request access for me.
Yeah. Oh, bummer.
That's okay. Bummer.
Would you rather get rid of the Jeep, the Slinky, or Velcro? And or what does it say? Frickin' Tupperware or the Frisbee?
Tupperware or the Frisbee. Ooh, what would you get rid of? Definitely not Velcro. I use Velcro all the time. Slinky's still fun to play with. Jeep's amazing. I once drove a 3-wheeled Jeep out of the mountains, 7 fucking miles, and it got me home.
Yeah.
Hi, Tupperware. I do love Tupperware, but I hate Tupperware because it piles up in your cupboards and you can never find the fucking lids. And then Frisbee. I don't know. That's a hard one.
Yeah, the girls would kill me if I got rid of the Frisbee. So it would have to be the Tupperware for me, because being that the Tupperware is going to be here for another 3,000 years after we're gone, I'll probably get rid of that. So Anyway, we have last but not least, and you brought the Noir fee tonight. I always like Noir fee.
Good, I love Noir fee.
Yeah, this is this is a Marjorie Taylor Greene and the Jamal Bowman's dust up here. Matt Orfila, the N-word today is mostly used as profanity, often uttered casually, when it really is used as a hateful racial slur, and then often when it isn't. Mobs of citizens, politicians, and the media will destroy the speaker and defend the spoken of. Fiorella goes, yeah, the word is used and manipulated by liberals, but media, it now in no way equal based on, I can't read it, based on a historical reality, which is something no one should be defending. However, both Marjorie Taylor Greene and Bowman are weaponizing it by their respective parties to use divisive bullshit tactic via culture wars. That's their whole purpose. Do you agree with that 100%?
Here, fee.
Here, fee.
He says it, man.
Fee says it. And we're about out of here, except we want to make sure. Remember, Julian Assange.
Hey. Yeah, tomorrow, if you guys are in the UK, and I know some of you guys do listen from the UK, we love our fams abroad. It is going to be on ITV. I don't know what that is, but apparently Ithaca is going to be premiering Sunday. So please go watch it.
Oh, that's terrific. That is terrific.
Yes, I can't believe they're actually running it there. And that's exactly where we need it ran. We need the people, in the UK to say, let Julian free. Knock it off. Stop being a bitch to the Americans.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely. What is...
I know, Stoner Corner. I'm so sorry, guys. You know what? The reason we don't have a Stoner Corner is because I was stoned. I was literally going and picking slides off the other decks and bringing them over, like, oh, we got to have crema bullshit. Oh, we got to have this. I went to go get it, and I got preoccupied with something. And then I did that. What was I doing? And I totally forgot.
Yeah,
so
well, I've got an excuse.
Stoner Corner was a stoner moment. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I've got an excuse. I forget everything, so I'm just getting very forgetful.
Okay,
had a great show with Amber last night on Brave New Future. It was a lot of fun.
I caught part of it. Yeah, you guys did have a good show.
I got to ride the Rocket Power soapbox for a minute, and I just said it the way it is. If you want to go back and see Oz get crazy and stupid, I think I made a good point. And Yona was on there for the 2 hours after I left. God, what were you guys doing? Making s'mores? I mean, gee, any Christmas.
Thank you, Yona. Yona says Elon was totally baked. I absolutely agree. He was fucked up on something.
He was
either microdosing to major dose.
He gets the good stuff, whatever that might be. Whether it's
I want to shout out everybody who dropped some donations on us. A-Rim over on the Rockfin. Thank you so much. And Anthony just hit us with a super something.
It's a banana sticker, it looks like.
It's a banana pill, yeah.
Yeah, I like to slip on those. Anyway, what do we got going on? And we'll get out of here.
Okay. Guess what, guys? I got a new stream deck for my birthday, and so you can't really see because my camera's turned. But anyway, so I'm building a new studio. I'm getting ready to move out of Restream. So I will have my regular scheduled shows this week, but hopefully my whole show is going to change up.
Well, once you're done learning how to use the Stream Deck, you need to teach me. I've had one here for 6 months, and
that's what I've learned to do so far.
Wow,
you guys like my cool
that is
trick?
cool. That is cool. I can't do that. You're gonna have to show me how to do that stuff because I've got a Stream Deck here that's been
I'm figuring out how to program it.
Okay, so I'm on for it. And
yeah, I will.
You got Tuesday and
hold on, go start. I'm looking.
Tuesday.
That's funny shit. I'll bring that to my show. Okay.
Tuesday. What about Hell and Back? Is Pasta going to be? This is going to be a tough week because
Pasta was in Cali this week, from what I understand. But it was my bad. I'm the one who sent him a message and just said, "Hey, I'm too busy." But yeah, we'll probably get it together.
So you're not going to do a. Are you going to do a Friday, an uncensored, because it's Memorial Day weekend, right?
It's my birthday too. My birthday is Wednesday, which I don't do a stream on Wednesdays, so I won't be doing a stream on my birthday. But
what are you're gonna be 39, 41?
39 and Holden. Been 39 and Holden for like 11 years now or something.
Okay.
But
so Friday, uncensored.
Tuesday and Friday.
Okay. Okay. And then Friday night I'm gonna be on TNT with Sister Misty.
You get to hang out with Missy. You're gonna like it. It's fun being on the radio. With
I
Missy.
tried to decline, but Indy was quite insistent. And I said, I don't have anything to say, and he just kind of laughed at me and said, "You're going to go on the show." So thank you, Misty, thank you, Indy. I will be on with Misty Winston Saturday. I think it's 3 p.m. Pacific. I think
It's like playing ping pong. You just kind of go back and forth ranting. Like, she'll pop a topic over to me, and somehow I'll mold it and turn it into something, pop it back to her. That's all it is.
okay. So I can't talk about my gallbladder surgery.
You absolutely can.
And then next Saturday we got Hot Summer Nights, and I've found some stuff that I'm gonna really dress it up, and Shanda's got some stuff, and
Go-Start just dropped something great on us. I'll probably save it for next week. That's how good it is.
That'll be fantastic. And I want to thank everybody that drops us all this stuff. We are going out with a hell of an outro tonight, and it's James Bond theme. I hope you like it. It's great artists that do this stuff. Thank you, Chanda. It's been wonderful again. And we hope that everybody has a safe, fun week without all the insanity, but that's just wishing. So have a great evening. We're going to jump on out of here right about now in 5, 4, 3, 2. I sounds like I'm licking a Charms Pop. So,
yeah, it does.
So let's see what we can get going here. I hope it starts.
Goldfinger, he's the man with the Midas touch, a spider's touch, such a cold finger, beckons you to enter his web of sin. But don't go in. Golden words he will pour in your ear, but his lies can't disguise what you fear. For a golden girl knows when he's kissed her, it's the kiss of death from Mr. Goldfinger. Pretty girl, beware of this heart of gold. This heart is cold. Golden words he will pour in your ear, but his lies can't disguise what you fear. For a golden girl knows when he's kissed her, it's the kiss of death from Mr. Goldfinger. Pretty girl, beware of this heart of gold. This heart is cold. He loves only gold. Only gold. He loves gold. He loves only gold. Only gold. He loves gold.
When you were young and your heart was an open book, you used to say, live and let live. You know you did, you know you did, you know you did. What it is and changing world in which we live in makes you give it a cry. So live and let die.
intention to do the things we've done. Funny how it always goes with love. When you don't look, you find